Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary. Let's try that again. Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I've got my coffee. I've been up for a while, getting ready for a whole bunch of stuff coming up. World Card Making Day is tomorrow. My In Color Club ends today. All kinds of stuff. So I've been super busy. Last night I was up late, up again early this morning, so I need the coffee today. Today is Friday, and you guys know I love to join you every Friday with a fun fold card. And today I'm continuing on with my Hello Harvest stamp set. Now, I've mentioned this a few times this week, so if you haven't had a chance to join me live yet, the dies are not orderable, but the stamp set is, the paper is, the leaves that I'm going to show you, the gems, everything else in the suite is available except for the dies. The dies are what is holding the suite back. So if you try and put in the suite number, it will tell you that it's not orderable, but then if you try the individual items, you can still get those individual items. So the expected date that it's supposed to be back in the warehouse is October 24th. So my friends in the US, you should be fine to get yours in time for Thanksgiving. But in Canada, we celebrate Thanksgiving next week. So that's why I am playing with this, because I think it's a fantastic Thanksgiving set, fantastic fall set with the leaves here, the sunflowers, the pumpkin. You could use it for Halloween. It's like the bomb, right? I really, really like this stamp set. The matching paper, the rustic harvest paper, is beautiful. And today's card is a fall accordion card, and I am going to share this one with you. I love this card. Hi, Janet. Hi, everybody that's popping on. Hi, Michelle. Hi, everyone. I'm just seeing everybody's notifications pop up here. Christine, yes, my friend Christine from the States. I was watching her live yesterday. It's so fun to support one another. She's a friend of mine that we met at Backstage, and such a lovely gal. So I'm super excited to meet another demonstrator from the US, and we are going to hopefully partner on some stuff. So stay tuned for that. Today's card is an accordion fold, as I mentioned, and I wanted to tell you about why I love this one, because it allows you to see all of the different sides of the designer series paper, because it's always an issue when you have to choose, right? When you have to choose between, oh, I like this side, but I like the flip side. Oh no. This one can give you lots of options to use many pieces of the designer series paper. And the other beautiful thing is that Stampin' Up's designer series paper always coordinates. The sheets coordinate with one another. They coordinate with our cardstock that we've already got in our stash. It's just like amazing. So that's why I'm a big fan of this accordion fold. The PDF is ready, and it will be over on my blog later today. Once I'm done this video, I will post it for you guys to print it off so you can make this card or something similar. You don't have to make it exactly like mine. You could totally change it up, right? You can use it as a sketch and change it up to a Christmas card or a birthday card. That's the other fun thing. Lots of fun things. Okay, so I think I've got everything on my desk here. I had to take my gnomes off the desk that I was coloring this morning. They're all sorted away now. I made little boxes. I'll have to post a picture of my boxes with the little chocolates in them. Hi, Mary. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Janet. Okay, so we're going to flip the camera down, and we're going to get started here. Here we go. If you have any questions, please drop me a line here at the bottom in the comments section. I will check them as often as I can. If I miss them, I'll go back and get them later. I did have a question that I missed from, I can't remember her name and I don't want to butcher it. But anyway, the question was about my shelves in the background. The shelves that I have my stamps on. They are actually from IKEA, you guys. If you're wondering where I got them, they are the picture shelves. And that's not the entire length. So I have a full size and then about half. My husband measured that distance between the two doors. And so it's a full shelf and then another half. He just sawed it in half, and then and he measured the height of the stamp sets when he put them up there. So And actually, when he did that was years ago, a long, long time ago. My anniversary is coming up on Tuesday on the 4th of October. So he did that a long, long time ago, and we mostly had the wooden stamps then, right? It was the clamshell cases and stuff like that. So they still fit. These ones still fit, but that shelf looked completely different 20 years ago. Well, it wasn't 20 years ago. Dawn, thank you, Dawn. Yes. It wasn't 20 years ago. We've been in this house 16 years. So yeah, 16 years ago, my shelf looked completely different because the stamp sets looked different. The case looked different. The red rubber is the same though. You know what I mean? And we've introduced photopolymer. There's been so many changes with Stampin' Up, but everything has been wonderful, right? Okay, here we go. We're going to flip you down and get started on this fun Fold Friday. Here we go. Okay, so let's take a look here at my desk. Oops, slide over here. Will he be changing them for your anniversary? Changing my stamps, my shelves? I don't think so. Nope. They're gonna stay there. I'm gonna organize some different parts of my craft room, but I'm gonna keep my shelves the way that they are, and I'll organize some other parts of my room. I'm a very visual person, so I love having my stamps like right there. I can just look up and see which stamp set that I want. All right, so we've got some colors we're going to play with today. Good morning, Kathy Jean. We have Mary Merlot, Crushed Curry, and Mossy Meadow, and Cajun Craze. Okay, so we're going to do some sponging. So I'm going to bring in my matching finger daubers. That's what I was doing before I went live. I was looking through my case here. Will I tell the story that I shared in New Orleans? Someday I will, yes. I shared some things. It was presenting in New Orleans, and I'm not sure. Most people know my story, actually. Most of my followers know my story about me working full-time. Anyway, we'll get into that another time, but this is my full-time job, and I love it. And it makes me super happy to be here every single morning and to not have to do the shift work, right? I think that was the gist of what I was telling you guys. It was such an emotional time for me when I made that transition from, I'm just finding my Mary Merlot one, from the shift work, right? Because you guys know what my history is. I am a lab technologist by trade, and that involved a lot of shift work, a lot, right? And I'm not a night owl, which is why I go live every single morning, because I've always wanted a job that was Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Always wanted that, and never ever could get that, right? So that's kind of my why. When my husband lost his job, I tried to fix the world. Not a good idea. You cannot fix the world. He did not want me to fix the world, but I am a bit stubborn. So anyway, I tried it and it was not a good decision. So that was kind of my story. I wanted to share with everyone about what I experienced there. Your daughter is a lab tech? Yes. Yes, and it was a great job. I loved learning. The science of it is amazing. And I miss it. I do miss the science part of it. I do not miss the shift work. It feels like fall this morning. Yes, it's colder, Karen, here in Calgary as well. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to bring in all the pieces here. Let me show you what I'm doing first so you can see. We're going to be making this card today. Woo! It is an accordion card. I love accordion cards. Okay, so Louisette, I'll have to translate to read your message. I'm sorry, I don't understand French, but I will definitely translate to see what your awesome message is. Okay, so using designer series paper, the reason I have all my colors, your husband was a lab tech, glad he's out of that work. Yeah, I mean, shift work, we need medical professionals, absolutely, right? But some people are night people and some people are not. I am definitely not a night person. So I am so happy and grateful that Stampin' Up! Is my job and I get to do this. And I am so grateful for all of you. for supporting me in this amazing journey of mine. And I'm grateful for my husband for recognizing that I really I could not stay doing what I was doing and trying to run my business full time. That was the thing that made it hard. I was still trying to run my business full time. Okay, so we've got a piece of this designer series paper. On the back side, we have the black with the white leaves. I'm going to introduce, using my finger daubers, I'm going to introduce some color to these leaves. So I've got crushed curry here. I'm just going to go around and add it to random parts of my piece. And I've got mossy meadow. And let's see. There we go. Maybe one more green one down here. Let's do that one. Okay, and then I also have Cajun Craze. Love Cajun Craze. It's a real fall color, in my opinion. It just makes everything pop. And where else can I put Cajun Craze? I'll do this one. And then I also brought in Mary Merlot, which I was telling you yesterday, if you were here with me yesterday, that I don't use Mary Merlot near as often as I should. It's such a beautiful color. And we're just going to color these leaves. I was walking yesterday and I saw, oh my gosh, the trees are just so beautiful right now. Like, you have them all next to each other. You have like a Mary Merlot one, a Cajun Craze one, and a crushed curry. And it's like, oh, it's such a beautiful, beautiful scene right now. Okay, let's move my inks up here. I will close them later. Just going to keep my daubers out in case I need them. But that's the strip. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. Woo! I think I've missed some of your comments. Hi, Polly. Thank you for joining. It's good to see you. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so sorry, I was just seeing if I missed any comments. All right, so I've got this strip of paper. What are we doing with that? Okay, let's bring in our pieces. We have a piece of Mary Merlot. This is actually going to be the background of the card, okay? So Mary Merlot, it measures, all the measurements will be in the PDF over my blog, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have a piece of crushed curry that measures 10 1/4 by 5. We're going to do the scoring together here today with this one. And fall is my favorite time of year too, Janet. I love it. It's like things are cooling down from all that heat we had in the summer. And it's wonderful. Sorry. Just reaching for my Simply scoreboard. You could use your regular paper trimmer. We're going to use the scoreboard because it just makes it easier. And I'm going to score at 1 1/8 of an inch. So that's this little tiny notch next to the 1 inch. So 1 1/8. The next measurement is 3 7/8 of an inch. 1 1/8, 3 7/8. Make sure I'm in the right spot. And 6 1/2. So 1 1/8, 3 7/8, and 6 1/2. And that's it for the scoring, just 3 score lines. All right. Good question, Donna. My blog is just rosecoleman.com. Super easy. And it's, when you get to my blog, it'll look like this at the top. This is my header right here. Okay, so this is going to fold together and then back like that. And that's how we get that beautiful accordion. And bone folder is your friend. So you want to score each score line super crisp so that this sits right. Okay, so score along here, and then we're score on the front. And I'm even going to turn it around and score it backwards. There we go. So there's the accordion part. This is going to get framed on the Mary Merlot piece. So we can go ahead and do that. Turn it over. Just going to add my glue to the back part. And you can add quite a bit of glue. It's quite a thick piece. And you want to make sure it stays put. So again, the Mary Merlot is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's a quarter of a sheet of cardstock. Okay, so that's on there. All right, so and the leaf strip, this one measures 1 by 4 3/4. You're going to go see the mountains. Oh, Gina, yes, great idea. We were there last weekend. We went to Banff. We went up the gondola. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. We were there on Sunday. It was the most beautiful evening that I've ever been in Banff. It was calm. There was no wind. It was just the right temperature. We had a great time. So beautiful. Okay, so there's the first strip. Now we're going to open this accordion. I'll bring in my other strips. I've got this pattern here with the mossy meadow. I'm going to put that on the inside piece here. Isn't that fun? I just love it. And then what else do we have? We have some Cajun craze, that pattern with the stripes. We have some basic white, and we have these gorks. Gourd with a D, right? D as in Dan. This is the back. Okay, so this is the leaves. This Cajun craze is going to go right here. Is it gourd or gorg? Oh my gosh, why can't I think of that? Is it a D? Somebody type in the word of these things. These fall gourds. I think it's a D, not a gorg. It wouldn't be gorg. That doesn't sound right. Okay, Rose can't get her words today, so help me out, you guys. It's gourd. It is a D. Okay, thank you, Pam. Sometimes words are hard, right? These are beautiful fall gourds, and they are all over the DSP. This is what it looks like, the full 12 by 12 sheet. So I love that piece. I love all the pieces of this Rustic Harvest DSP, all the colorful pieces. So on one side is color, and on the other side is black and white, which is fantastic, right? Okay, so this piece here is going to be my basic white. I'm going to put that right there. That's where I can stamp my inside greeting, do my writing. You know, it'll probably be a Thanksgiving card. So this is going to go right here. And you can change this up. You could, if you need more places to write, you could put more basic white if you want to and leave out the DSP, but I just love the layers of DSP. Okay, so that's the front. Now, we're going to bring in, from the Stylish Frames dies, this is the largest circle. I'm holding it close so you can see that beautiful, beautiful stitching. So I cut that out. I've been to Banff several times, have a story on going up the rail. Okay, that sounds interesting, Linda. I cut this out of Cajun Craze, and that's going to be the front focal point of my card right here. But first, what I want to do is I want to bring in the leaves and gems. Let me grab those. I love these so much that I actually bought 2 packages. So in this package, you get 24, 50. You get 25 leaves, and then you get the 25 of the gems. So we're going to use one of the leaves. These are already pre-cut with the little holes. So if you like making things with fall, like you want to make a garland to go across your mantle, something like that, you could totally use these for that. I'm going to do some stamping and embossing on this leaf today using the stamp set. And I've got too much on my desk here. Let me grab the stamp. Okay, the one I'm going to use is You Are Such a Blessing. And I'm going to bring in all of my embossing stuff now. So let's bring that in. And this is the tray that you get with the Rustic Harvest suite. Well, it is in there. The suite's not available because the dies are still not in the warehouse, but you can still get this stuff, right? So you're going to get the tray with the little hole here. You undo the knob so that you can tap your powder back into the canister. You get the little brush to advance your powder out. And my favorite part is the tweezers that you can hold on to so you don't burn your hands, and the embossing buddy pillow. Okay, so we're going to emboss on the leaf. So to get rid of the static, I'm just going to take the pillow, rub it all over the leaf. Then I'm going to stamp my stamp with Versamark. You Are Such a Blessing. And I'm going to stamp that right on the leaf. just straight down and straight up. There we go. And now we're going to put the white embossing powder on. You could use gold if you wanted to, or even black would work. You know what? Any of the colors would work. I'm using white. I really want it to stand out. I'm going to hold this over the tray and tap that on like this. Oh, I'm happy that this happened. So I'm standing, so I must have used excessive force when I was stamping, because look, I've got edges here. So this brush, this is a great example of what it's used for. So you can take your brush and you can come in here ever so slightly with the bristles and get rid of that powder where you don't want it. See, I've got extra here. And then no one will ever know. And actually I want to add a little bit more powder because there's a spot missing on the corner of my B. Tap that off. Oh, and I just spilled my powder. See, real life crafting right here. This always happens, right? No big deal. Okay, so there's my powder on my leaf. I'm going to lay that down here off to the side. We're going to heat that up in just a second. But first, don't turn your heat gun on with this kind of mess on your desk, right? You know what's going to happen. Oh, it will be a terrible, terrible mess. Okay, so we are going to lift up this grid paper. Stampin' Up! Grid paper is the best. And I know, Janet, it is so funny. Okay, so we're going to tap this into my tray. See? Tap it all into the tray. Then we are going to tap it back into the canister. Just like so. I like to tap the big stuff, the big bulk of it. Then I'm going to grab my brush and brush the little granules, the rest of it, because you don't want to waste any of that amazing embossing powder. There we go. Cleanup is so easy with these trays. Oh, love it. Okay, now make sure there's no powder anywhere else, and we're going to turn this on and we're going to heat it up. So let me grab my tweezers. See, they hold it like this. I don't burn my fingers. And we're going to heat this up. There we go. Look how shiny and awesome that is. I love embossing. It's one of my favorite techniques. Okay, use the anti-static pillow on the tray first. Yes, I have tried that too. That works. Yeah, because the powder does stick to the tray. In Alberta, it is so dry here. Powder sticks to everything. So yeah, this embossing buddy is definitely your friend. Okay, so we're going to bring in a little bit. It has a hole in the top of the leaf. So you need to, well, to me, I need to do something about that, right? Either string something through it or put a rhinestone over it. So we're going to use a little bit of twine. So I'm going to use about, I don't know, 6 inches. Let's just measure on my grid paper here so I can tell you the right number. I'm using 6 inches of twine. And I'm going to double it up. And we are going to feed that through the hole in the leaf. Feed both pieces through the back. And then grab them. And then you can loop this part over the front. And there we have. Hi, Lorraine. Thank you for joining me. You love embossing. Don't do it enough. I know. I'm the same. Sometimes it takes effort to get out your gun and get out the powder and make sure your desk is clean, because you don't want things, accidentally heating up on you that don't need to be, right, when you turn on that heat gun. So I love it. It just takes a little bit of more planning, I think. And usually when I do embossing, I like to do a big batch of embossing, because if you're pulling out your heat gun and your powder and all of that stuff, you might as well do more than one, right? Okay. So we've got that linen thread on there. We're going to put this onto this circle. And I'm going to put it on with dimensionals. And look at this. This is real life crafting. This is the last of one of my sheets. So we're going to chop this up. And we'll use a couple of pieces here. and use up my dimensionals. I have lots of packages of dimensionals, but those partial packs, oh, I got to use them up. They drive me crazy. Okay, so we're going to put this on here like that. And then this is the front of my card. It's going to go just on the edge over here. So I want to make sure that I'm only putting my adhesive right on this little tiny piece here. So you could do two things. You could put your adhesive on this strip and then lay your circle down on top of it. That's probably the easiest way. Or you could put it on here, but just make sure when you put this on that you're not touching the white, right? So I think I am going to do just that. I'm going to put my adhesive, my dimensional, right there. And I think I need more than one. So let's grab a new sheet from my canister. And we'll start a new sheet and we will put more than one because I want to make sure that's anchored down really well. So I think I actually can use 3. I don't want that falling off. Okay, so we'll peel off the backing. We'll bring this in. You can tilt it or go straight. I think I'm going to put mine straight today. And then I'm just pressing that on there. And there we have it. This is the opening for your card. Now you could take it further and you could put ribbon underneath the circle, wrap it all the way around and tie it in a bow over here if you wanted it to stay closed. I'm totally fine with it popping open when the recipient gets it. I actually like that kind of a look. It's one less thing that they have to do. They don't need to untie the ribbon. And then, of course, we also have, with those leaves, they send the gems too. So you got to use your gems, right? So let's grab some gems. Grab my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to use a big one down here. And let's put one up here. Let's do them on the background and not on the leaf. I'll put one over here. There we go. So all of the things that I've shown you today are available right now. So you want to definitely stock up on these. Yes, great products for fall. Awesome products for fall. So I love, love, love. This is a very simple fun fold card, and it uses minimal pieces of cardstock. Like I mentioned, the Mary Merlot is a quarter of a sheet, and you get the crushed curry is probably the biggest piece. Yeah, it's the biggest measurement because you've got a 10. What was that measurement? 10 and a quarter. Oh, you'll see it. Here's the PDF. You'll see it over on my blog. I'm going to go and get that posted right now for you guys. All the measurements are here. The inside pictures, the open picture, the closed picture. And thank you, France. Thank you so much. Thank you, Donna. Yes, this would be a great one for mass producing. If you need to make a bunch of cards, even like I mentioned in the beginning, this could be a Christmas card, right? You could put a gnome on there. I'm gnome crazy. I got gnomes on my brain. Let me flip you around. I was playing with gnomes when I got out this morning, so that's why I'm thinking about the gnomes. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Having a great time. Tomorrow is World Card Making Day. What are you guys planning? Oh my gosh. I have a card class, a physical card class with physical people, real life people, here in Calgary at the local Boston Pizza close to my house. And that is from 11 till 2. And then Stampin' Up! Has their virtual World Card Making Day starting at 2. So I am going to be leaving Boston Pizza and beelining it home so that I can log on to participate with the virtual event too. I know, I'm just crazy. I just love it, right? Anything to do with stamping, I'm all over it, and I get to do both tomorrow. So I'm so excited. Dawn's gonna be online. What do you have your stamp on in the background? Do you mean my wall? Those are, I just talked about this at the beginning of the video. They're from IKEA. Those are the shelves from IKEA. Yeah. They're called picture shelves. Like if you go to IKEA, they have them all throughout the store. Like, you know, they just put a single picture on them. And actually, true story, when I got my craft room developed here, I didn't have as many stamps as I do now back then. I would put them so you could actually see the full stamp set. But then as I got more stamp sets, they had to tilt and tilt and tilt. And now you can see like they're all angled. just to be able to fit them all up there, right? But I love having them on a shelf like that because I'm very visual. So when I'm stamping, you know, I'm creating and designing scrapbook pages and I need a certain image, I just go up. I go stand in front of my wall and I look, right? So that's just the way I do it. And I have all my punches over here. I can look over and see which punch I need. And then all my ink pads and ribbons and blends are all on this side. So I love to have things really close by so I can see them. Thank you all, everybody, for your comments. Yes, thank you. Yes, try it, Mary. It's a really great little fun fold. I wish you all a great weekend. I hope you participate in World Card Making Day. If you can't get on to do the virtual with Stampin' Ups, you know, make cards on your own and send them out. Like, it's World Card Making Day, and I'd love to know how you're going to celebrate it. Have a great weekend. I will be back on Monday at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time with another fun stamping share project with you guys. Dawn means the wall. Yeah, Dawn says she means the wall. Sorry, I probably missed some of your comments there. You have a great place for something like that. My cabinet is now full. Yes, we have lots of things, right? Had service all the way, first stop, so got to go watch and listen. Yes, I will show you my room one day. I'm actually participating in a before and after challenge with Rhonda Wade's group. I'm in Rhonda Wade's training group, a VIP training group, and one of our challenges, I'm a little bit behind, I was supposed to have my homework in last week, was to take a before picture of your room and then get rid of things that are retired. Take things out, right? Just to clear things, because my desk is usually clear, but it's my shelves, over here where I do my prep is messy. No, we're over here is messy right now too, because I'm still doing more prep for tomorrow's class. So I'm supposed to take a before and after picture. So when I'm ready to do my after pictures, yes, I will do a video. Yes, where do I have my paper stored? I have it stored in a cabinet just off to my left here. I store them in paper holders. I actually bought those from IKEA. I have, like, pretty much all of my craft room is from IKEA. Yeah. Thank you. I missed some of your comments, but I will definitely share my craft room and the way that I store things. I'm very simple in terms of, you know, how I do things. I love IKEA. I love to go in there. When I first developed my craft room, my desk is from there. My shelves are from there. The place where I store my ribbon is from there. My punch holders are from IKEA. Yeah, it's an amazing place. Okay, so I am going to pop off now and get back to my prep. Oh, Donna, yes, it's from IKEA. If you go onto the IKEA online, you can see the photo shelves. They're just the shelves for hanging pictures on. I'm not sure what they're called anymore. It was years and years ago that I bought them, but I do think that they still sell them. And they come in, like, I don't know, 3-foot lengths. And then you can I bought a second one, and then my husband cut it to make it the width of the wall. So there's lots of, they may even have different widths now, but when I bought them, there was only one width. Okay, have a great weekend, everybody. Good luck with your card making day, World Card Making Day. Have fun. I'd love to know what you're doing. Share your projects with me. I'd love seeing what you guys are doing. And I will see you on Monday. Take it easy and have fun stamping. Bye-bye.